Come on down to Big Barbara's Seafood Restaurant right on Main Street.
Just want to have a little tour.
Always on Main Street. Always
on Main
seafood.
Street. Hell yeah.
All right, everybody. This is
It won't be
JJTI. Hey, I'm
seafood.
introducing the fucking show.
It won't be seafood next time.
It's JJTI episode
44.
season.
There are no seasons in
2.
podcasts.
It's 2.
There are definitely seasons in podcasts.
How's it season 2? How long have we been
Because
doing
this
this?
is year 2.
Yeah, we're almost to season 3.
Yeah.
Coming up on it. And we're gonna do something momentous.
Are we?
All right,
It's
before I
going to be a
forget,
clip show?
and Ashley's forced to remind me, I need to discuss the Patreon.
Yes.
So here's what happened with the Patreon. 1, Patreon was like, hey, you can just upload videos to Patreon now. You don't have to like upload it to YouTube, make it unlisted so that nobody can see it, and then give a link to Patreon. Like you can just upload it straight to Patreon. I was like, great. I can upload all of the porn we recorded
Yes.
directly to Patreon. I don't have to worry about like
Yes.
any of that.
You put that on YouTube?
No, I put it on Patreon. I blurred it and then put it on YouTube. But I put the unblurred one up on Patreon.
Yeah.
And then I went to do it the next week, and Patreon was like, that doesn't exist. You can't do that. I was like,
Interesting.
so that's why I haven't uploaded anything like directly to the Patreon like that. And the reason I haven't uploaded anything to YouTube is because the videos broke twice in a row.
Yes. All
So
of
we're
our
not doing that
equipment
for a little while.
shit the bed for 2 weeks. We have like over 2 hours worth of like.
It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, like that's over 2 hours. So that could still be 3 hours worth of content just like. Just gone.
Yeah. So that was pretty frustrating. So that's why we haven't uploaded anything other than the podcast in a little while.
So.
So thanks for giving us money
Yeah.
for basically nothing.
We'll get back to it. Don't
I'm
you
gonna
worry, loyal fans.
upload the Die Hard commentary tonight.
Okay, cool.
I think that's gonna be a fan favorite because
Love Die Hard.
Jordan's kind of took it off the rails.
Jordan was part of that one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You should listen to it. $1 a month. Patreon.com/JJTI.
Or you can just show it to me.
Do you want me to send you an hour and 40-something minute audio clip?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Through
Why
the
would
phone, that's it.
Why would I give you, what, $1?
$1.
50 cents?
No, $1.
I get an employee discount.
It won't let me. I've legitimately tried to give it to people for free.
And it won't. Yeah, it doesn't let
It
you.
won't let me.
Yeah.
It pisses me off because I would love to like just give it to people. I guess I could pay for them.
You could.
I mean, yeah, but I want to give I want to give the Patreon to people.
Mm-hmm.
So that you
right,
could.
but you could just put those videos on a different channel.
Well, I
where
couldn't
anyone
put the
could watch
porn
it.
on. I guess you could put it on like Pornhub.
It might be on YouTube if it's blurred out.
Yeah,
Listen,
but I have an unblurred version.
You can put
That's
a lot.
creepy.
It's funny.
You can put a lot of shit on Pornhub.
Yeah, you can.
Not saying I wasn't.
We
just-
watched Batman Star Trek crossover that somebody made.
Oh really? Because I was about to
Yeah.
go like, not that I was just randomly browsing
No, we were. I was
Pornhub.
looking for something else. I was looking for something very specific.
But there was just a guy who did like this whole entire like baking video. And
Yep.
he just showed how to bake on fucking Pornhub.
Yeah.
And interspersed, like, his boyfriend was doing little things here and there to him, but it wasn't actual like porn. It was mostly just like a fucking baking video. And I was like,
No, we just watched. It
Okay.
was a straight up like a fan made Star Trek the original series crossing over with Adam West.
Can anyone just make a Pornhub account
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
start putting stuff up there?
yeah.
Uh-huh. You also get like verified and stuff on there.
So
Verified
you
amateurs.
could just start
verified
making
models.
your own porn videos and getting paid for that.
I mean, eventually,
You
it's
have
like
to-
YouTube. You have to have like a certain
Yeah, you have to have a certain
following and
amount. You have
stuff.
to get verified and everything like that. So
So there is a process, but you can just upload basically
Not
whatever
that
you
I know.
want.
Not that I know.
I'm not ashamed to say I go on Pornhub. I don't care. We just spent like
Everybody goes
20
on
minutes
Pornhub,
looking at stuff.
Yeah.
but I don't know anybody who has videos on there. I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I know
I've never
I don't
uploaded
think
it.
I know anyone there now.
Should we upload this?
I used to know.
Should we upload
I used
this
to know people
podcast?
who
No.
used
Just
to put
this
their amateur
episode?
stuff on there.
No, because there's going to be some creepy dude who's like, I sat through the whole thing waiting for the sex and it never happened. And then we're going to get like a stalker crazy guy who's like, it's
Who was
going to
sitting
happen.
there being
Yeah.
like, there was a fucking couch and 2 guys and 1 girl and nothing happened.
Either that or it's gonna become some weird fetish thing where it's like some guy's gonna jerk off to it without there being any sex in it.
And they
Like,
can just do
that's
that
the
on
thing.
YouTube. They can
Yeah.
just be fucking weird and do that on
Yeah,
YouTube.
but you might not be
that
looking for it on
right,
YouTube.
YouTube's not going to attract those
Well, it
kinds of
will,
people.
but just not as much.
But not yet. It's not going to be very straightforward.
But there are probably
about
a lot
it.
more people on YouTube.
Like, have you ever seen on Pornhub the comments?
Yes.
Yes.
Who the hell would leave a comment on the video with their name attached to it?
Well, I mean, it might
Like,
not be
who
their
are
name.
these people?
It might just be a fake name.
Listen, you get a Pornhub account, and the more you comment and like videos and favorite them, then you're like the front page is more catered to you and the
Yeah.
type of stuff that you watch.
Is that how that works?
Yes, that's how it works.
I mean, that's how every streaming thing works. That's how Netflix works.
Yeah, but you just do
That's how
your
YouTube works.
keywords.
Yeah, but if you find a video you really like, you're like, oh, I might want to
There's-
swing back to this in 6 months. You know?
Yeah,
Save it.
there's that, but then there's
I
also
remember the titles.
there's also some people who
Well, you don't watch as many videos as me.
there's some people who you remember the titles.
Jordan's got, like,
I can
4
easily,
porn
I can easily
episodes
find
that he
it.
watches.
Find a
I
video.
have like 3 titles that I remember. They're my go-to video. Anyway,
I don't remember the
but
titles. I'm too
there's
focused on
there's
the
certain people
thumbnails.
who like they will go to they will just put up like Pornhub and then they'll just scroll through the front page and then pick videos from there. They don't search categories or keywords. They just scroll through their front
like a
page
psycho.
and then just start clicking on
A
videos.
fucking creep.
That's like some American Psycho thing right there.
Best Christmas movie. Second best
Best-
Christmas
Doesn't
movie.
he just have like porn on at one point, and he's
He
like
has
not
porn
even
on a lot.
yeah, and he's like not even watching it.
Well,
or,
no,
like,
he has hardcore porn while he's working out
Texas Chainsaw.
and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's a
Good-
psycho
good
right there.
vor right there.
That's a psycho right
Violent
there.
porn.
It's a good movie.
The
Christian-
original one?
What?
Oh no, I thought you were talking
I
about
was
Texas
talking about the
Chainsaw.
porno that he was watching.
I was about to go like,
Oh.
I was about to go, which version of Texas
Yeah, I
Chainsaw was
doubt
he
you watched the
watching?
Texas Chainsaw.
No, I don't give a
Massacre.
shit about that. I was talking
I
about
watched
American
the new
Psycho.
one.
Very psycho.
The new one that
Christian
came out, I thought it was hilarious.
Oh yeah. Especially the scene when they're busting, they're recording
Yes.
him, and they'd be like, "We're canceling you." So the
Yeah.
Texas
He gets on
Chainsaw
a-
guy, we're gonna cancel
He
you.
gets on a bus and he just fucking blood everywhere.
You know, I was asked today by someone we work with about the podcast.
I thought that was also yesterday.
No, it was.
Yeah.
But it was also today.
Oh.
And I was asked if I had any topics.
No.
And I said, no, I did not. And they said, what do you mean? You just kind of wing it?
Yeah,
And I
pretty much.
said, yes. And that's how we go from whatever we were talking about to hardcore pornography to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I've had people who watch the podcast and they ask me that same question. They're like, how could you go from
You just do
talking about golden showers to then talking about rent, like houses in the housing market? Like, how is that on your topic list? Like, and like, how could you transition so easily? And I was like, no. We have nothing to talk about. They're like, you
Correct.
literally sit there and press record, and you guys just start talking. I'm like, yeah. And then that's how like
Sometimes we have a few things that we like,
Yeah.
like the Indiana Jones trailer or whatever, but
yeah, and then, you know, like sometimes it's, you know, like it becomes super it's like for me sometimes it's like really entertaining, and then there's sometimes where we're just talking, you know.
yeah, this is how every conversation Jordan have ever had has gone.
It always goes back to porn.
Well, it
No.
usually either starts at porn or ends at porn.
I think the porn's a good segue for what just happened while we were waiting for Jordan.
Yeah, someone tried to scam me on Snapchat again.
Snapchat?
Yeah.
How do you get scammed on Snapchat?
Yes.
Well,
Go paint a picture for us.
Do you want to know what the goal of the scam is, or how I reacted to the scam?
Talk about the
I want to know
goal.
how you can possibly get scammed
Well, how you get scammed is you're a fucking idiot.
because I've never had anything
Yes. So
weird on there.
yeah, so talk about like how they claim to find you, and then talk about like what their end goal is, like what's the progression and what happens, and then what we actually did.
Okay, so here's what happens. A random person adds you,
Mm-hmm.
It's a girl if you're a dude.
which I am, so a girl has always done it to me. I don't know. I don't think this kind of thing happens to ladies.
I never had this
Well,
experience.
you
the
have to
same
like
extent?
accept them, right? Because
No.
people add me all the time.
They can message you without it.
Yeah,
No.
you don't have to accept them.
I
You don't
never
have to
get
be friends with
I
them.
never get
again.
messages though.
Maybe it's a setting or something that I just don't have turned on. But at least it's stuff like this, so you know, why wouldn't I? But they add you and they're like, hey, I got your snap from Tinder, Bumble, whatever. Sometimes they don't even say a place. It's just like, I added you.
Plenty of fish.
Sure.
Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle, Farmers
This is how
Only.
black
yeah.
This is how blackpeoplemeet.com.
Yeah.
JDate.
So,
What's the
keep
other ones?
going.
Right.
What else?
Clover. Hinge.
No.
Match.com.
That's another one.
eHarmony.
eHarmony. Cougar Mingle.
Our time now. It's for 55 and older.
Our time now.
R for R. But I post in there a lot, just constantly.
Okay.
Main R for R. Please sex someone. But
Cool.
they add you,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, you know, oh, what are you doing? You know, some small talk. And then they're like, you know, what do you look like? Or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then you send them a snap of yourself, presumably. And what I do every time is I like scrunch up my neck like this, and I make a really stupid face. And then inevitably they're like, oh, you're so sexy.
Yeah. This person put wow handsome, and I'm like,
Yeah. And then usually I follow that up with, I know. Like, obviously. But then it like goes back and forth, and then she's like, I'm horny.
Oh,
let's
no.
exchange nudes.
they asked for your Instagram first.
Yeah, they ask for your Instagram.
And then they ask for a picture of you.
Yep.
And then they go, I'm horny.
Yep.
Let's exchange nudes.
And then they send
They send a nude.
Nude.
Is this a person or a machine doing this?
Unclear.
It has to be a person
It does
at
not.
one point. No, well, you know, whatever.
knows?
Like, go on.
Well, like if you send, here, next time that happens, you need to test it. You need to take a picture of like an inanimate object.
No, I've
and
done that
say
before.
that's, okay, and it did it say, oh, that's hot, that's
No.
sexy? Okay.
They're
All right.
like, what are you doing?
Okay, so it is a person. Okay.
Or it could be an artificial intelligence trained on dick pics.
Right, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe
I
this
tried it with a
AI
hot dog. That didn't work.
What about like a mannequin?
I don't know. I don't own a mannequin. If you want to spend the several $1,000s to get a sex doll, we can do it.
Oh, the real dolls?
Yeah. Do they make men?
Yeah.
I assume they make men.
Yeah, they do.
And like
We could get
custom
two of them
ones.
and make them fuck.
We
Wow.
get no enjoyment. We just watch. I
think
I
that
would
we
enjoy it.
There's
That'd
a
be too
kink
far.
that people get watching.
That'd be too
Um,
far for me.
Okay.
So then
So
they're
they-
like,
so they
your
send
turn.
nudes.
And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to send them a dick pic.
Yes.
And then radio silence for like 5 minutes. And then you get a bunch of screenshots from Instagram or Facebook or wherever. And it's like, I'm sending this dick pic in your face to everyone, all of your friends lists, and you have to give me $200 or $500 or whatever, and I won't send it.
It's called
and then-
sextortion.
And then you say, all my friends already have these pictures. I send them to them all the time.
Yeah, James sent me the snap.
So
of
what
the
I
fake dick pic.
What I did was there are ways of sending pictures from your gallery to appear as if they are live snaps.
Which I never knew you could do that.
No. Oh, yeah. I know what you... Okay, so...
So I went on Google image search, safe search off because I'm not a pussy, and I just looked up giant white cock. And I found a couple of pictures.
Oh, the one he found was
It's like as big as a dude's
scary. It was
It's
like,
huge.
oh my god.
So
No.
anyway, that was the sound that girl was making in that second photo. And send that, and then I obviously get the screenshots, and it's like, I don't care because it's not my dick.
Yeah.
And if you're sending it to people, I hope they think it is my dick because it's fucking massive. So you were actually doing me a service.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. So I mean, it's happened like 3 or 4 times to me. I don't, it's pretty easy to see it coming a mile away.
Yeah. That's why I don't talk to anything that's weird like that.
And so they
I do it
asked,
all the time. It's so much fun.
so they asked for $200.
Yeah.
And
That's
they're like,
it.
you can have cat. Yeah, that's what James said. James like only $200.
Last time it was 500, and time before that I think it was 2,000. So they're cutting
They're
back.
cutting back. Yeah, they just any
Well,
small amount works.
And then they're like, send it via whatever, and
Like
I was like,
Cash
Cash App,
App.
and I was like, send me your tag, and then they sent it to me, and then I requested $200,
instead of giving
and
you
then they
$200.
denied it. So
And
I'm really hoping one of these times.
Just ask him, like, why is that the amount? Like, do you think I'm not worth more than that?
Yeah, like next time, I mean, you sent hey, like you were trying to get them to still
Yeah,
talk.
I was like, come on, let's
because
go.
they were
Yeah,
like,
let's go.
they were like, why would you request me $200? Like, just bro, give me the money. And
You're calling me bruh.
And James was like, nah, I'm good. And so, like,
Was he calling you bruh
answer.
so that you would know it was a man?
I guess
I don't
so.
care.
And then like she was like, hey, because like that's the whole. Yeah, I would be like, next time you scam, ask for more money.
Hey, you fucking idiot.
Ask for more.
It'd be so easy.
You always ask for more money.
It would be so easy for like average to slightly above average intelligence people to make a bunch of money off of the stupid people who fall for stuff like this.
Well, how are you going to get him the money?
Cash
Cash
App.
App.
Oh,
Or like Venmo or
okay.
something like
PayPal.
that.
Yeah, I don't use that stuff.
Jordan's immune to hacks. He doesn't use the internet.
What technically is supposed to happen is that, you know, like if James followed through, like, and gave $200, this person probably then asked for more money. Maybe even like a couple days later, no, now I want $400, or I'm gonna send this.
Because that's how
Blah,
blackmail
blah, blah,
works.
You know, yeah.
They could do like, I could
Sextortion.
come up with like a better scam than that, but I don't even want to say what it is because someone might use it.
Yeah.
So
You don't want someone to take your
And it's
powers and
pretty
use them
bad.
against you.
No, I would never do this, but it would be like maybe more effective than that. Like,
Well,
if
yeah,
you-
there are a million, because it's like, that's why like telemarketing scams because those aren't so much a thing nowadays.
if I answer my phone
But-
and anyone's like, you got time to take a quick survey? I just immediately say no and hang up. Like, I don't ever get stuck on any of that weird
What I
stuff.
get is you hear like what sounds like a person, and they go hello, and you go hi, and they go can you hear hello, and you go hello, and that's so that their automated system can detect that there's like people talking on the other side. So then they'll click you over to the robo thing, and then that'll put you through to somebody in some other country somewhere. And then they'll be like, hello, this is Amazon's fraud department or whatever. You have a package containing $1,200 worth of AirPods.
yeah.
And then what I do is I say, hello, this is the Federal Bureau of Investigations. How may I help you? Click. Then they hang up and I don't get a call for 6 months.
So in the end, people, in order to not get scammed like this and not be a victim of sextortion, do not send news to really anyone.
No, what you do is you send news to
So-
everyone.
So everyone already has
So then it doesn't
your
matter.
pictures, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Everybody
Upload them to Pornhub.
Everybody
Now
should,
you're making money.
You know, OnlyFans, and then just.
Yeah.
But yeah, just don't send nudes to random people. Don't, like, even if they send it to you first, as you can tell, like, it's already, like, can be very faked.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to tell. Just if
Even
they
if
can't
you-
spell correctly, don't trust it.
even if you know them.
Especially if you
Yes,
know them.
because
Jordan would
this
try
is
to
an actual
extort me
person.
immediately.
Because
Oh,
like there are
yeah,
people
you
who were sending pictures like that. I've heard this story. It's no one I knew, but
You were in the vicinity.
I've seen these people anyway. There was a breakup
Mm.
and she did not
Revenge
feel
porn.
at all. No, I mean she would be like, "Oh my god, look at this!" Like she asked him to do something and then used that against him because it was something a little bit odd. And then she broke up with him and showed it to like everyone. In the
That's
yeah.
incredibly shitty.
Yeah.
That's still is considered revenge porn.
That was in,
if
like-
you
that
just
was in-
show like if you like show other
was in
people
high
someone
school,
else's
too.
nudes.
Is that illegal?
It is. It is
Because
illegal.
it's non-consensual.
Because
Like,
the person who you have the photos of, unless they consent to you showing other people, it's revenge
Jordan, I'm
porn.
gonna need you to sign some stuff.
No.
In case anybody is not just listening to this, which I think the majority of our audience listens to us exclusively and doesn't watch the videos on youtube.com/@JJTI. You have to put the ad in because it won't let me change it until we get up to 1,000 subscribers. So if you could go subscribe to that, that would be
That'd be
great.
great.
But the shot is a little different because we have the Christmas tree. You can sort of see it in the corner there.
Barely.
And
That was
the
an
reason for
experience.
that is
Yeah.
because it is almost Christmas time.
That's right.
Now, we will be recording the 23rd, probably. But
Yeah.
then that won't come out until the 26th.
Yeah.
Which means Christmas time will have already passed.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a little something before Christmas for Christmas.
Okay. I'm scared. What's happening? Oh.
I have some gifts.
What?
Yeah, but I don't have anything for you.
Yeah, I don't have anything for you.
This is a purely, I'm a hero. So if you could pass this to Jordan.
Okay, here you go.
And if you guys, this is for you.
Oh, it's for me?
Some kind of a
So I
shirt.
don't know if you guys want to go one at a time
Is
or.
this painter's tape? Do you need painter's tape this?
Well, I didn't have any real tape, so.
I
Let's
wrap
go
all of
first.
mine like in an envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Oh, you
Yeah,
want to
open
go?
your,
Okay.
So these are
Alright,
very
well,
Open your
personalized
books.
gifts.
Oh, they're
or your-
personalized?
Incredibly personalized.
Your Blu-ray.
I know, this feels like... Oh, no, it feels like a book.
It's definitely a
Your book.
book.
Your
Oh,
VHS.
I can't open up anything.
If you could also talk into the microphone.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm like, wait.
So I looked up
Oh.
gifts for female friends, and this is one of the things that popped up.
Wow.
So I thought it was funny.
It says a book. It's
Yeah.
called Badass Affirmations, the Wit and Wisdom of Wild Women.
Yeah. So I didn't know.
me
I don't
see
know
that.
what it is about.
Laugh out loud, funny, witty advice.
Laugh out funny. Laugh out fun.
I didn't read a description. I didn't look at any reviews. I just bought it.
You were just like, here you go.
Oh, she also wrote the book of awesome women
Oh,
and badass
yeah,
women give
you
the
should have
best
gotten
advice.
me that.
No, I didn't see that. That was the first one that popped up.
Alright,
The
you
other
wanna-
stuff, it was all like jewelry and stuff, and I was like, that's dumb and normal.
I am
Yeah.
capable. I am a leader. I go often.
There you go.
What I want. I go after what I want.
That's right. I don't chase things. Things chase me.
I am successful.
It's because you
I
keep
am
getting into
worthy.
the raccoon enclosure.
I respect myself.
I like it there.
It doesn't take a monarch to have confidence, though.
You know, a raccoon can squish itself into a 4-inch space.
Did you know that my car can squish a raccoon into a smaller space?
God.
This is almost kind of just seems sad. I am happy being single and independent. I have a lot
I was
of
just
fun
saying.
when
I
I'm
mean-
single. I deserve to be appreciated.
It's just telling you don't settle for trashy people.
Nah, do settle.
Is that what it's saying?
Bottom of the barrel.
Is that what you're waiting for? You're waiting for a girl to say that?
Oh, this one's
Yes.
called Madonna.
Listen, that's the only way I'm going to trick a woman into liking me is she settles
Just
well below her
settle.
class.
Has there been anyone in American culture who has remade herself as often or as well as Madonna?
Yes,
Who?
Marilyn Monroe.
What? She's dead.
Pre-Kennedys or
No, she
Cleopatra.
Madonna.
Medusa.
Didn't Madonna do something recently?
Hera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have fun with that book. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Hey, that was a gift. That cost upwards of $10.
It was supposed to be on the. It was supposed to hit the coffee
aggressive.
table.
Aggressive. Okay.
Jordan, this is a very this. I don't want to oversell it, but it might be the greatest gift ever given.
Well, it's ugly as all hell so far. Oh, I already have one of these. You got me in a different color.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wait,
so now I have two of them,
Let me
and that
see.
is. Yeah, that is fucking ugly. Oh wait, this is a different one.
Yeah.
What's it say? Truth, love, and justice. Is that even in the movie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So if you could
it's
show that to the
Wonder Woman.
camera.
It's Wonder Woman.
I love
okay,
that.
it's Wonder Woman shirt.
Truth,
There
Love,
you go.
and Justice. Wonder Woman 1984.
For some reason, I only saw the J, so I thought you got like a Truth, Love, and Jesus shirt or something.
Listen, if they had misprinted it, I would have bought it immediately. So I wanted to get you something that stood out a little bit.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I'll put it on right now.
Yeah.
I also want to say that I did not open either of these. That is how they showed up in the Amazon package.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
It was just loose.
Yes. Reppin' Wonder Woman shirt. There you go.
This is a good look.
Yeah. Expose some of the midriff. There you go. Oh, perfect. Yes.
Can't wait to make
just the
up.
perfect
like
amount
my
of skin
fat's,
right
like-
there.
It looks like it's like it doesn't fit. It's just
I would sure like that.
that doesn't fit you.
Yeah.
So
You just either get a small one or get like a triple XL.
Yeah, do you ever order like a medium sized t-shirt and it's like you're like this in it?
No,
yeah.
I've never had that issue.
No, it's a little too tight.
Nope. I've had a small that was too tight.
No, aren't you so skinny?
I
Wouldn't it
mean,
be cool, like, to
we
be
were-
so
we had it
muscular
together.
that, what?
What?
I was just saying, wouldn't it be cool to be, like, so muscular that your shirt just, like, doesn't fit?
I have a couple of shirts that when I flex, it hurts.
Yeah.
Because they're way too small, not because I'm super muscular.
You should just wear, like, a smaller...
I mean, that's one of the things that people recommend if you want to look buff is to wear a tighter t-shirt.
Shirts, yeah.
That doesn't work for me, though.
No.
Well, yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
To get more buff.
Yeah, I
Or
guess.
more fat.
Oh, yeah. Whatever
No,
works.
because
Then when it's compressed, it looks a little bit, you fill it out a little bit better.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
What's that called? A girdle when they suck your...
Yeah.
Is that false advertising?
I mean,
I don't think so.
If I had... Okay.
It's just
Let's just say
smacking your gut in.
you're dating me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm dating you.
But not me. Okay, not me. Just a guy, I guess.
I'm
All
dating
right.
a guy.
Okay. I'm dating a guy.
So-
Let me picture this.
You really like
Okay.
him, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What's he got?
You come home one day.
What's his annual income?
He does well for himself.
He does well?
60,000.
60,000. That's pretty good.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Has he
good.
paid off his house?
Yes.
Or is he still
He's
renting?
paid his house off.
Ooh. How
Okay,
old is
so,
he?
Okay, no. Oh,
What's his credit?
All right, we're
What's his
doing.
credit
Okay,
line?
no. We're doing green flag, red flag. So he has a lot of green flags. Good income, stable
Okay.
income.
Yes.
What's he
bought his
drive?
house. Let's talk about a safe Toyota Camry. Or you want a better one?
I was just wondering what he was driving. What year?
A Ford. He's driving an Escalade.
What year?
2018.
Can't upgrade his car in 5 years. Can't be doing that well.
Okay. Anyway, go on. He has a lot
Financially
of green
responsible.
flags. He has a lot of green flags.
So,
I don't know.
you
if I
do
know
really
if
like
I
this
ran.
guy.
Okay.
It's a month into the relationship.
Ooh, a month then. Okay. We haven't
How many times have
fucked
we
yet?
had sex?
He opens the door.
It sounds like we haven't fucked yet.
No, you haven't.
What?
A month
damn,
in?
a month and haven't. He's making you.
I'm
Because
out.
he's,
I'm
that's why it's
Oh,
getting a little
he's
bit. It's
getting a
starting to
little
get a little bit
intense.
like
You know, like
you're
the
wondering if
sexual
you're wondering if
attention.
it's something wrong with you.
Yes.
I mean, it
'cause
probably
he's like,
is.
am I too
But-
ugly that he won't fuck me?
Right, but here's the twist.
Okay.
You show up
Uh-huh.
and he's like, no, here's what's going on. Like, I have to be completely honest with you. And he takes his shirt off. He's got a big old girdle, undoes that, belly comes out, pulls out. He's got fucking rotten as shit teeth.
Oh.
He's got the whole like things like slide over him.
Oh,
He's got the
little
toupee.
dentures.
He's like all balling over like fucking
Oh.
Smeagol. And what do you do then? Huh?
Okay. Interesting.
I want to say that regardless,
And then he starts
Of-
crying and he's like, I'm still the same guy. Right in front of him.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Not because of the physical appearance necessarily, but because of the lie.
I could handle the teeth. I couldn't handle the other stuff.
Really, I was about to say I could handle like the big stomach, like I don't know, like weight never bothers me, but
Yeah.
like it's more like at least a hygiene. If, even in how big you are, you just make sure you have like hygiene, like proper hygiene.
So you guys,
Anyway.
Cleans
you guys
himself.
are too shallow. You're focusing on the physical aspects of
I'm
it.
thinking.
I don't care about the physical aspects.
No, I know you
care
said
about
you
the
were caring
lie.
about
No,
it.
you
like,
care about the
you
physical
lied.
aspect.
No, I would never. I would love him for who he was if he was just honest with himself. And he also has no self-confidence, so that's unattractive.
For me, like I said, like for me, like I paused at it because it's not like we were, dude, this was like the first date, and then like he looks like that, and then you get it, and that happens, and then it really depend on how good the first date was, and if I want to talk to him afterwards again. But like after a month,
Okay,
I
so
feel
what
like
if it
there's some
wasn't-
emotional connection.
All right.
That like I feel like in the end it wouldn't matter.
If the
Again,
stuff falls off while you were like having sex, like the hair comes out, teeth fall out.
Are we having
that
sex
would
with
be
his girdle
insane.
on?
I
interesting.
think no. I think to get past the girdle,
The girdle would be the
all
first
lights,
to come
all the
out.
lights have to be off.
Oh, we're starfishing
He's
it?
still wearing his shirt and stuff like that, and you're getting it from behind, so you
Okay.
can't see.
Uh-huh.
And he's going for it behind, so
Wait,
you
is he
won't
going-
actually be able to see. Yeah, Seabat is playing.
Everybody, hold on. Everybody calm down.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about this.
I don't even remember what the words were.
Play the greatest song?
No,
Or-
was it sexy time?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey Google, start sexy time.
Sorry, it looks like those lights haven't been set up yet.
What?
You broke it.
Oh, I fucked it up.
Oh my god.
It's supposed to turn all the lights red.
Oh my god.
That's so loud. That's so loud.
Stop.
Your neighbor, you should have let it play out. Just see if your neighbor's like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Oh my
I forgot that it's set to max volume because I didn't have the giant ass speakers at the time.
But you
That
said,
was loud as shit.
oh my god, when did you guys do this? Because
Like months ago.
oh my god, because this initiated sexy time, the lights turned red and they started playing See That. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Oh
Wait,
my
how
god.
did we forget to do that?
I don't know. We just
never,
kept doing
I was gonna
it.
say, like, you never brought that up ever.
I
again.
set it up and I was like, hey, Jordan, check this out. The first day.
That is fucking hilarious. I absolutely love that.
Hey, Google, set all lights to candlelight.
Sure, changing 8 lights to candlelight.
Okay, all right,
Hey,
we're getting
Google.
back to normal.
Set volume to 50%. Thank you.
I like that. That's a good song.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So now we got that out of the way.
I think going back to it, because you're like, I would care that like he lied. I think because I'm a girl and like we have makeup and shapewear and false eyelashes, that like covering up with like a toupee or having like dentures or veneers or something like that, like I don't think would bother me as much, because like as a girl, like
It would piss me off if it was the other way around too.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, like if a girl wore shapewear and stuff and didn't tell you?
No, if it was like, I don't know, a girl wore like pretended to be larger than she was. It's like, why are you doing this? That's weird. I'm out.
So you only want people to be their true authentic. Well,
I
you
want
have
people to
really,
be confident in themselves.
What about
you have really high
makeup?
standards anyway.
I do have really high standards.
Well, good for you for having
You
high
think makeup
standards.
is fake?
I mean, it depends on the makeup.
Also, like a woman can wear a wig, and I feel like a man can.
Like a man can't wear a toupee, but a woman can wear like a wig.
Yeah.
In terms of societal norms.
Yeah.
I don't like those double standards that much. But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think like
I think that'd be kind of cool to just have like a
bunch.
bunch of your like different hairstyles.
Yeah.
Like Lex
Ah.
Luthor in Superman the movie 1978.
Yes.
No, I was thinking like David, not David, Warhol, Andy Warhol. It's a nice Andy Warhol wig. You know who has cool hair?
Conan O'Brien. He's got iconic hair.
No, David Lynch. You know that guy?
I've heard the name.
No, I've only heard of the name. I actually don't know what his hair looks
I've
like.
never seen
Oh, check this out.
his
Well,
face.
Look it up. Look it up.
Now this is a cool hairstyle.
I'm excited.
When I get old, this is what I want my hair to look like.
Okay.
Do you think I could pull it off? Like, how could I get it to get wavy like that?
Interesting.
I think you might need to get different hair.
Yeah, I don't
He
think I
might
have the
have to get
hair
his hair
I
type.
think you might need to get Elon Musk.
You can still get like perms and stuff, and that can make your hair look like that. Yeah.
You should
that's
get
the type
that,
of
but
styling
like bright
too.
purple.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Match your shirt.
Yeah.
Well, he has the same haircut that I do, but we have different kinds of hair, apparently. Maybe I should call him up and ask him what he uses in his hair.
Well, he probably won't answer your phone calls after all those messages you left. You should probably send him a letter again.
David Lynch, phone.
You should just call the first number that comes up.
No.
Is this David Lynch?
It's just like
I
a
don't
Chinese
think they would just
takeout.
I don't think they would
All
just
right.
have like people's numbers out there, would they?
I would hope not.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Man,
either.
go to
David Lynch
fucking
phone number,
Hollywood, get
fan
one
mail
of
address,
those
and
things.
autograph request address.
Ooh, autograph quest for.
Can you autograph this to your number?
I'm not finding any phone number here.
That's a shame.
Oh, I got his where he lives.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting.
I could go to his house. Oh, he's only in New York.
Yeah, let's stalk him.
Yeah.
No, we won't do that.
It's Doc's David Lynch.
So tomorrow is our company's Christmas party, which James will not go to.
Correct.
Why?
Because I'm busy.
He has,
And also I
he has a
don't
lot
wanna
of
go.
stuff to do, and he just doesn't like that. That's just not his scene. And I understand it's a whole bunch of people that we work with being really drunk and obnoxious. And if you yourself are not plastered, which I was not last year, it's not as fun when everyone's really plastered around you.
Correct.
But there's white elephant every single year, and I don't like to participate in it. I don't
know
like
what that is.
so
I don't know what it is either, but I don't like it.
white elephant, and there's a whole bunch of other names for it. They call it Yankee something. I don't know. There's so much, whatever. It doesn't matter. You come in with a gift. You come in with a gift, and everyone has to wrap it in the same wrapping paper. So you wrap it when you get there, and you put it all underneath the tree, and everyone picks a number, and you pick a random box when your number gets called.
Yankee gift swap.
Yeah, there you go. The Yankee something right there. It's also called, there's many names for it, and you can trade, like you can steal people's gifts and whatever.
It's fun.
So when I participate in them, I do really stupid gifts because I feel like that's the point.
Yeah.
Last year I only worked there for a month. I didn't really know anyone. We didn't even know each other at that point. We have never seen each other. And I felt like there was practical gifts. Like there's a Nerf gun. There was a whole.
Yeah,
there was the
practical.
Nerf gun is practical. There was the movie set for all the Harry Potter movies. Like, you know, there was just stuff like
Practical.
that. And then I thought like it would be weird because I would bring something really stupid and no one knows me. And now I feel like people know me more. So let me tell you the gifts.
Well, you can't say it until after the podcast.
Well, this won't be released till after the party.
Patreon will.
This won't be released till Saturday.
Patreon will.
Anyway.
Then don't release it.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping my schedule for you.
No, I don't care. People
I'm uploading it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, no one in the Patreon goes for our job.
I'll let them know tomorrow before the Christmas party.
No. So I got very useless gifts considering it's a box of cassettes, CDs, and VHSs, which no one has. But I feel like I'm going to get in trouble because I don't know if they would appreciate my humor. So the job is, a lot of it's church people. So I have like VHSs of like how to become a spiritual warrior, volume 1, and don't stress, trust God.
Is there Bible man in there?
And I did that, and then I threw in like Shrek 2 on VHS, and it was the most random like shit I could find, and because I thought it was hilarious, and I'm just sitting there going like, my God, whoever gets this, first of all, they're gonna give it away. This is gonna be a gift that no one wants.
Someone's gonna get stuck with it.
Someone's gonna get stuck with. And then if they find out it's me, I think they're gonna be pretty mad. There's like Myths of the Middle East, which is a two-part cassette thing of like how the Middle East might not exist and the second coming of Christ.
You understand that people who are going to be there listen to this, right?
Yeah.
Like
they'll probably be like,
people.
"Ooh, I've heard this guy before. I know his work. Like it is. I've heard." So like, my boyfriend has.
Do you want to offend them anymore before you go to the party that you're going to?
I am offending them. That's why I said that. They're probably gonna get mad.
Yeah.
But like, my boyfriend has a cassette player, so I played some of them, and like the spiritual warrior one is fucking insane. It's the guy screaming the whole entire time about
that's awesome.
Satan's house. It was hilarious. I'm like, this is great.
I just got a bottle of the last time I did it, I gave 50 Shades of Grey wine with this stuff called Titteroni, and it was pasta in the shape of boobs. That was my gift.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're sadly not allowed to give alcohol. I mean, not sadly. It's just in case there is a recovering alcoholic and they didn't say anything. It apparently happened once.
Yeah, it did. It was hilarious. I wasn't there for it, but I've heard the story.
It apparently happened once to someone.
Good friends with the person whose fault it is that this is now a rule.
They gave alcohol for their first year for like the Yankee swap, and the person who picked out the gift wasn't actually a recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
Picked out the alcohol one.
Did he swap it out?
I think so. I think someone just like made them switch because I think it was at the end. So he was like the last one. So you can't really switch when you're like the last one or something like that. I don't remember. They change the rules every single year, apparently.
Can you give out weed?
No, apparently not, but that'd be nice.
Crack.
Yeah, it's just crack. But you know, I was actually talking about this. Like, if you don't smoke crack out of a crack pipe, it's not technically a crack pipe. So I could smoke tobacco out of a crack pipe if I wanted to.
You can.
I kind of want to get one now.
How do you locate a crack pipe?
No, you buy them there, and they got these flowers in these vials, and those are the crack pipes. You turn them into crack pipes.
Interesting.
Can you get arrested for having drug paraphernalia though?
Yes, you
It
can.
isn't because you haven't used it.
I think it might still be.
But if they find it in your car, like if the cops are doing traffic stops, it's drug paraphernalia, you can get arrested for it. Not
Jordan's
that I would know.
rethinking
But
his plan.
it was never used.
It doesn't matter.
What if I was smoking tobacco out of it?
They're gonna be like, yeah, sure, buddy, this is a crack pipe.
I'll be
You're
like,
gonna
no,
smoke tobacco
no,
out of
sir,
it?"
officer, I'll show you.
That's what you
And
get.
then I'll be like, I put
That's
the
why you
tobacco
get
in.
your Gandalf pipe and you smoke your crack out of that. Then
Yeah,
they'll
really.
never know.
So I can smoke crack out of a Gandalf pipe, but I can't
You can
smoke
smoke
tobacco
crack out of anything.
Out of a. I can't smoke tobacco out of a crack pipe, but I can put crack or any drug in a Gandalf pipe, and they're not
and
gonna.
not get stopped for drug paraphernalia. I think so.
That's ridiculous.
I mean,
That's absolutely
tobacco
ridiculous.
is a drug, but I don't think that you can get stopped for it.
No.
Imagine getting arrested for having a
Well,
pack of
no, I
cigarettes
don't
on
think that I don't think it is paraphernalia, because you can smoke tobacco out of a weed pipe.
Yeah, but they're going to assume that those type of pipes are used for specifically those drugs.
They can assume all they want. It was just for tobacco use.
Like
I
they
think
can find
that-
they can find roaches and then be like, no, you're smoking weed. I don't care if you like roll this with like tobacco. We'll have to test it later. Like,
it. Yeah, I think
Get in charge.
the issue isn't like, oh, well, I'll win in court. I think the issue is, yeah, but before you win in court, you're going to spend
you're gonna
a
get
night in a
arrested
jail
at least.
cell and
Yeah.
have to post bail.
Where do people get meth pipes? Because those, I don't
Probably
know if
at
you
like
can
a
make
gas
those.
station.
They're
I
weird
found
looking.
I saw a meth pipe at a gas station once.
Really?
Where? Did you
It's
buy
up
it?
the road. No, it was just on
Really?
the ground.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you meant they were selling
Yeah,
in the
no,
gas
I
I
would
station.
never
like,
go inside a
damn,
gas
we're-
station.
gross. Was it all like burnt and like?
I don't know. I didn't look at it too closely.
Why? You found a meth pipe and you
I
didn't
looked at the
examine
ground
it?
and I thought, I'm going to walk away from this.
No.
Especially in
I
this
would have
area.
taken a
you
picture
walk
of
away.
it.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I sent it to probably you.
Yeah,
This was
I
like
never
8 months
received
ago.
I never received a. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
When I lived in a certain section of New Jersey, I had to I lived in an apartment complex and they had a shared washer and dryer unit in the basement, and I had to check the washer and dryer beforehand to make sure there's no syringes, because that's how bad the drug use was there, that people would just leave used syringes in their like pockets or something like that, and they would wash their clothes and they would end up in the dryer.
Just put it on the ground.
Was
No
it you who
littering.
sent me the picture of like somebody's old heroin needle?
What?
Was it you who sent the picture of the heroin needle?
I don't know.
Were you in a house one time, like in the basement? And there's just like somebody's like.
I don't think that was a
full on-
heroin needle. I think that was like an insulin needle or
No, it was
something.
somebody. No, you know, like the drug
You don't
box.
know?
You know how people have like a drug box.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they found somebody's drug box in some on some job they were working at.
Because
I can't remember who that was. so-
Definitely been in the basement of an old shitty building and found a like old insulin needle, and I think I took a picture and sent it to some people. I also took a picture of like an old copy of, I don't fucking remember, some movie.
Yeah.
Just a loose DVD on
This
the
old
ground.
apartment I used to live in, I went into the basement and there was just fucking used condoms in there.
Yep.
I was like, what is happening down here? Because it's not anyone who lives here. Because you would just go into your warm apartment. So are people
So
just
it's just like
showing
homeless
up?
people.
Yeah,
Homeless
like-
people
Hey, at least
using
they're using
protection.
condoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want them in the basement right beneath me.
Yeah, you want them in your room.
It's a nice, cool, like a cool, aka cold spot. Having sex in a basement.
I mean,
I
there's
suppose
a-
it would be warm in the summertime.
There's the Seinfeld episode.
But it was like the dirt basement, like the
of,
creepy.
where George gets like a cheap parking space in like a lot, and he goes to get his car, and there's just like a used condom in it, and he's like, "What is this?" And the guy running is like, "Ah, you know, it's New York. You walk down the street, you get a condom on your foot." Apparently, real story. That actually happened to one of the writers.
Yeah, if you walk down an alleyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see used condoms that often, but I also now we live
Because we like raw dogging up here.
I was gonna say we live up in Maine. Not a lot of people are having outside sex,
Says
as
you.
far as I could tell.
Says you.
I bet if you went to
Do it in the car.
certain parks in Maine, if you went out, if there's like a wooded area, you'll find stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I feel like I would hope that people would clean up after themselves if they're in the woods.
Well,
you don't leave a used condom in the woods.
These aren't normal people doing this. Okay, like the skate park in Waterville. I don't know if it's any better now, but
no, because
if you go through the woods there,
yeah.
it is gross. And one time,
I've heard this story.
What about the shit all over the yeah.
Oh, I haven't really gone.
Yeah, I went into Waterville at the skate park. There's always really sketchy stuff happening in the woods. One time I walked, because there was a path, so it was faster. So one time I walked through there, and there's just a like 12-pack like of beer cans like on the ground with just like human shit like all over it.
Oh my god.
How did you know it was human?
What else would just
tell.
you can tell. You can
Well,
tell.
you know, I've seen a bear eat a bunch of cocaine. Maybe a bear eat a box of beer.
Cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear.
Can't wait. No, it's because it was
Most
like
anticipated movie of
it looked
2023.
very explosive.
Oh, okay.
Usually animals don't tend to.
Kind of like diarrhea. Like
Listen,
that.
I've seen a dog have diarrhea. It's
But
not
that's-
pretty.
So basically, somebody went out in the woods, drank 12 beers,
Oh, so it was
had
like
explosive
empty?
diarrhea. Oh yeah, it wasn't. If it was brand new, that'd be fucking weird.
Oh yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
not the explosive shit. It's if the beer wasn't drank.
I heard a story of some guys who went to a party once, and they showed up and somebody had a keg, and they're like, "Oh, this is sick," because it was like the mid '90s, and they were all broke, so it's like, who can afford a keg? And then they showed up, and there's this keg, and they were drinking the beer, and they're like, "Wow, this is." What kind of beer is this? Like, I've never tasted beer like this before. So then they went up to the person, like the host of the party, and they're like, wait, what kind of beer is this? And he was like, I don't know, those guys brought it. And I walked over to him, like, hey, we don't know you, but what kind of beer is this? And they're like, we don't know. We were walking here through the woods, and we just found a keg of beer.
Oh no, no,
And they're like, it wasn't even open.
no. Oh my god.
So then they set their cups down, and they went home, and they were convinced that they were going to die.
This is piss.
I was supposed to say, it sounds like they drank piss.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't
They said
open,
it tastes a little skunky.
Oh my god.
what
yeah,
kind of
no wonder
skunk
why I
beer comes
haven't-
in like a keg? Though? I feel like you can only get like. Can you?
Like, you can only get like light. You can get, there's a lot of different beers, but like there's mostly like light beers.
I don't know. I've never bought a keg.
How much is a pure keg?
Like $90, something like it's $100 and something bucks.
We should get a keg.
Cake for the party Saturday. Keep thinking it's tomorrow. I keep thinking it's
I
Friday.
don't want to deal with the keg.
It's all wrapped up.
Not wanting to go to work tomorrow.
Can you imagine if you just put a keg under the tree at your office? They'd be like, Jesus Christ, it's heavy. What the fuck is
gift is this?
They'd probably pick it up and it'd just be like, just rip out of the packaging.
We should do JJTI bingo, and it's like one of the squares is James brings up the Simpsons.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a Simpsons gag where Homer has a party, and Barney shows up and he's got a keg, and Homer's like, "Oh man, Barney, you brought a keg," and he's like, "Yeah, where can I fill it up?" It's a good show.
You know what? That will be for like New Year's. We'll discuss, like highlights of the year. And
Who's we? What are you talking about?
yeah, for the podcast.
We're not doing that.
Why not?
Jordan's definitely not doing that.
Highlights of the year? Like
He
what?
refuses to talk about stuff that's already been talked about.
I don't think there's been any really major things that have happened.
So let's talk about the Batman.
I went on the podcast.
Do you guys want to hear my dad's review of the two movies he watched recently?
What were the two movies?
Ghostbusters Afterlife and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay, go on.
Everything Everywhere All at Once he said was really good and he really liked.
Yeah,
Obviously, because it's a really good movie.
I heard.
And then Ghostbusters Afterlife he said it's pretty okay.
Yeah,
And
It's forgettable.
I would say too.
he liked the original cast and the main girl, and that was about it.
Yeah,
And I was
that
like,
makes sense.
fair enough.
You don't like Finn?
Eh.
Finn Wolfhard
I
or whatever his
watched,
name
He
is?
said he doesn't like teens being in love
Yeah, I understand. I
Why?
agree.
because it's like
Ruins
fake.
their innocence.
No, it's just like they're
No,
just
it's
like
usually pretty
fake
innocent.
garbage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
weird trash.
Yeah, usually.
And my dad hates that apparently. I don't know.
I watched Pepsi Where's My Jet.
No, yeah, I need to watch that.
It's fantastic.
Did you enjoy it? Did you learn a lot about it?
Hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, it's about oh, okay.
It keeps cutting to scenes of him in the jet flying around. They actually so they make everybody before they interview them, they make them do the Pepsi Coke test. See which one they like more. And yeah, one of the guys who worked for Pepsi, he like opens it up and it's Coca-Cola. And he was like, no. But yeah, it's fantastic. Like, you can tell like people probably were pissed off at the time.
Yep.
But now looking back, they're just like,
this is fucking funny.
Yeah. Even the people from Pepsi, they were never like they were willing to go on to this show.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really well done. It was pretty hilarious. They actually they even interview somebody who flies one of those jets.
Harrier.
Yeah. The Harrier
Jump jet
pilot. They interview her. And she was like, well,
did a little woman fly a plane?
Yes.
Blasphemy.
She understands the controls?
Oh my god.
What, they have somebody drive her out there?
No, she's just there. Like, someone else is actually flying it, and she's just there
but
for
people-
decoration.
People pass
She's
out when they're
small.
flying
She's
them.
small,
So
supposedly.
I think they should. The guy who did this whole thing. Well, it was more than one guy.
Probably, yeah.
The guy who had the idea for it. They should actually put him in like an actual jet, like fly him around in one of those.
Yeah.
Just because.
Why not? Get him up there with the Blue Angels.
See if he passes out.
I bet that I would not pass out.
You never
I'm
know.
saying it now. I bet I have a higher G tolerance than you guys.
I don't think so.
You don't think that I would last longer in a high G scenario than you?
I don't think
Do
so.
you know how to do the breathing exercises? Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
No, I do not.
You breathe in, you breathe out.
There you go.
There you go.
You tense all your muscles so that you're squishing
So like you're
blood, like
constipated.
it basically.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
squish
yeah.
all of the blood like back up into your brain.
Just start rubbing your chest.
Well, you can't because your arms weigh like 500
Because
pounds.
you're in a lot of force.
That's
Have
why
your
G
arms
suits.
like this before you go into the thing.
Well, you gotta be holding onto the stick.
Well, am I flying it?
Well, I am.
So I'm sitting in the back, just chilling.
So we would be
So
way
I
better
don't need.
off.
I'm the only one who doesn't need to pass out.
Yeah.
But in G suits, like that's why they compress their like pants and they compress
kinda
all of the
like-
blood
yeah.
into your back up into the rest of your body. But Blue Angels can't wear them because it might nudge the stick, like the inflation of the suit might nudge the stick. So they have to go purely on breathing exercise.
Interesting.
So everybody else is a pussy.
Is there anybody who can just
God.
withstand that, like, fine, or do they have to breathe like that?
I mean, you have to breathe like that. Otherwise, the blood will just go.
Oh, interesting.
Because
So like,
you
it's
weigh
not something.
9 times what you weigh.
It's not something like, oh, you get used to it. Oh, I've been in this amount of G-force for that long. Like, it's just something you have to constantly do that all the time.
Would you ever get used to a car sitting on you?
Probably.
No,
Well, they
you'd
don't
be
have
dead.
to. They don't have to fly that fast, though, do they?
No, it's when you're pulling a. Because you're. How do I explain
When
this?
you're lifting off.
No,
How
so
do you
when you're flying,
explain to
like-
explain it to the people who are only listening.
Okay. So when you're flying in a straight line parallel to the ground, and you're going at like 800 miles an hour, and then suddenly you pull up very quickly, so you do a
Right.
very
Go
steep
straight
ascent.
up in the air.
Your body still wants to be going forward,
Okay.
so you're basically being pushed into the seat of the jet.
Mm-hmm.
So you're being pushed down, and the more you pull up, the more weight, quote unquote, you feel. So the more G's you pull. So you pull 2 G's, 2 or 3 G's is like a roller coaster. So you feel like, oh, whoa, that was, shook me up a little bit. 6 or 7 G's is like most people start to get into trouble.
Yeah.
And 9 G's and up is like, regardless of how much training you have, you're out.
So that's the only time you have to do the breathing.
Is when you're in high G
Okay.
mode. Like most pilots can handle like 5 or 6 G's without having to do that. Maybe a little bit of breathing exercises, but once you get past that, you like. Have you ever seen the centripetal spinnies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where they're like their faces like they make that noise.
Yeah, I was looking at, because I was about to go like, I go on roller coasters all the time, and I remember one roller coaster in New Jersey. It's called Nitro.
I thought you were about to say 9/11.
No, it's called Nitro, and I used to
I was gonna say, wow, New Jersey.
I used to almost black out on that from the amount of G-force, so I looked up and it's 4.8.
Yep.
And
You get tunnel vision.
I had tunnel vision.
Like, your head
like I lose down. There's one part.
Yeah.
Every single part, like every single time I went on that ride, I lost my vision.
Yep.
Every single time.
Yeah. Now,
why would you go on the ride more than once if it was a terrible experience?
Fun. It's fun.
I don't like roller coasters.
A lot of the times you don't even realize you blacked out.
I don't like them anymore either. I used to really like them, and now I'm so aware of, you know, my mortality. Like,
I don't give a shit.
I constantly think that if you go on that roller coaster, it's gonna derail. You're gonna die. So I don't like going on them.
I don't give a shit.
It's gonna derail.
It's gonna derail. I'm gonna die.
You know the lawsuit my family would have on its hands in that case? How much money? I would be doing everybody a service by dying.
Oh my god.
Listen, that's just how it is. But yeah.
How many people have died on roller coasters?
Probably a lot, but also in the grand scheme of things, not that many.
Yeah, I don't think so. How many people have died?
I would say it's in the single digit thousands, probably.
How many people died on Six Flags?
That's Six Flags.
772 a day. Just people keep dying.
So we're gonna do like on roller coasters, because there's people who've died by roller coasters, which
they like get on the track to get their hat or whatever.
Yeah, and then they.
So you fucking idiot! Just ask somebody.
Approximately 4 people annually.
Annually.
Of all of the roller coasters
in the world.
Between 1994 and 2004.
1993 was a bad year. That would really up that average.
An updated statistic from 2013 was 4.5 amusement ride related fatalities per year.
Dies.
Yeah, what's the 0.5 in there?
It's
9 people die every 2 years, so you know, average it out.
No, I was about to go. It's the death of the people who like get their hats, and only half of them die.
No, I think that if half of you dies, all of you dies.
Yeah,
pretty confident. If your head gets knocked off, you're dead. Unless you're Walt Disney.
Yeah, it says about 1 in 750 million people who ride roller coasters will have an accident. Doesn't say.
Not a fatal accident.
Could have been pissing
They might just
pants.
piss their pants. Yeah. We gotta really up that number.
To how many people die on the roller
No, how many
coaster?
people piss their pants.
More fatalities happen at state fairs, like those roller coasters at state fairs, than like just standard amusement parks. Like,
I believe that.
Oh, you mean the roller coasters that they have to break down every 2 weeks and move across the country?
Well, it's not
more
even
people
that,
die
just
on
like,
that. Shocking.
There was that one. There was a death at from like a hayride or something.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
No, there's a while
the one
back,
in Orlando, the ride that goes like up and down. He just died like during the summer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was a ride. Yeah.
The Tower Terror.
No, it was in downtown Orlando. So it actually wasn't in any of the theme parks, and no one dies at Disney. They won't let that happen.
Well, like, you know how you like pull the thing down and you can't get it to go back up?
Yes.
Have you ever pulled that down too much?
No. I know my limits.
What if you pull it up not enough? Like, do they check to make sure everybody's like
they're supposed to pull. And what happened with the kid, because it was an actual kid, the ride goes like 9 feet in the air and like drops down and then goes back up, or like 12 feet in the air or something.
9 feet in the air, that's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. Like, it's a relatively smaller ride, because I walked by
like that at Santa's Village.
Yeah, like I walked by it when I went to Florida in June, and it was closed down, obviously. But the kid was like 300 pounds or something like that. So when they pulled originally, he was over the weight limit, but they pulled originally, and it was fine. But apparently at one point during the ride, with his weight, it unlocked and he just fell like from like the highest point.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
what a fun way to
it's really sad.
End the podcast. So we should talk about something fun before we end the podcast here. So let's talk about some more deaths. Let's see. What was the saddest death in human history, and why was it JFK? What are your guys' theories about JFK's assassination? I think his head just did that.
You don't think there was two gunmen? You
I don't think there was
a
any gunman. I think that his
Grassy
head
Knoll?
just exploded.
The CIA implanted something to
I
explode.
think
it was
a
Dr.
really
Manhattan.
bad
It was
idea.
Dr. Manhattan. Oh, that does sound like Dr.
Did they
Manhattan.
not have bulletproof glass in the 60s?
No, they did, but nobody had ever
It was
tried to do it like that before.
It was a car rental too.
You
right?
would think that Lincoln would have really taught them. Oh my God. That maybe they needed more.
They could have just put like some, like done like the Pope does.
Oh yeah, and everything's trying. They would probably do that now
Oh yeah.
if they were to ever do that ever again.
I don't think
they
they've done
will.
that.
I don't think they would
Sense.
ever. Any president will ever do anything like that ever again
I would.
because it would also
I would
just
dare
be
somebody to do
like
it.
distasteful.
Yeah,
I would do it
agree.
in the same car.
Yeah,
In the
distasteful.
no, they probably disassembled
I would go
that
down the same
car.
road.
They probably really
I'd
disassembled
flip the book depository off.
You don't
as
think
I went
somebody?
by.
I wonder. Yeah, that car's probably gone.
it. Yeah, they probably. I think
Somebody
somebody
bought that probably. It's
No.
this is American history.
I think they dismantled it.
I don't
Yeah.
think they would.
Okay,
They
let's
didn't
see.
They
dismantle Abraham Lincoln's hat.
Yeah, that was dismantled by the bullet.
Do you think he was wearing it?
By a
I think you have to
bullet.
take your hat off when you go into the
No,
theater.
yeah, probably. Probably got something on it though.
There's a Conan O'Brien thing.
Okay.
He did this bit where it's like fan corrections, where people would like write in and send in a video of them explaining why Conan O'Brien was wrong. Explaining for the audience.
Yeah, okay.
And one was like, he mentioned offhand like Abraham Lincoln died in a theater. And somebody wrote in, I'm finishing my story. Somebody wrote in and was like, actually he died in the hospital or wherever, like across the street or whatever.
No, he had his head blown
And
off.
Conan O'Brien was like, actually, that's not what happened. And it cuts to like a reenactment, and it's Abraham Lincoln in the hospital, and he's like, oh well, I'm better now. Better go finish that play. And he goes to finish the play. And he's like, this sucks, and he pulls out a gun and shoots himself.
So the car, the X100, was impounded for evidence in the weeks following the assassination in 1963. It is now on display in Detroit.
Wow, does it have like the blood on it still?
I don't think so. I would
think-
hope not. I mean, but maybe they do. I mean,
There's that Reno 911 episode where there's the FBI shows up, and there's like a car in the desert. And the Reno Sheriff's Department's out there, and the FBI guy comes in the helicopter, and then he's like walking around, and he's like, "What's all this dust and dirt doing in this car? It's hiding evidence. We gotta wash this car off."
Yeah.
but anyway, it's at the Henry Ford Museum. If anyone
Because
ever wants
Henry
to go
Ford
there.
shot Abraham Lincoln.
No, he didn't. I forgot the guy's name. Who shot Abraham
I was about to say
Lincoln?
John Wilkes.
Oh, John.
Lee Harvey Oswald shot
JFK.
JFK.
Yeah.
Allegedly. We all know
And
it's the
Mark
comedian.
David Chapman shot John Lennon.
But not for Jodie Foster. That was the guy who shot at Reagan.
Yes.
A lot of people shooting at people.
Yeah.
Just stop doing that.
Yeah, just stop shooting people, please.
Don't do that. Well,
Shoot the
shoot
deer.
people, but don't kill them.
Shoot deer. They're overpopulated
It's
and they
okay
destroy
to shoot-
ecosystems.
It's
Yeah.
okay to shoot somebody as long as they don't die.
That's as far as I heard. I don't know if that's accurate about the deer, so please don't quote me on that.
Well, I don't go hunting, so I couldn't tell
And
you.
that's what people told me about hunting. They're like, deer are invasive species. And
I mean, they are, and if
you know,
you
and-
don't kill them, they do get out of control. But I don't
Yeah.
think that there's like an overpopulation of deer right now. I think we're keeping them in check.
Tell that to the cars that accidentally hit them.
I think they factor that into how many, because you have to go get like a tag, right? For
what?
for a deer, like in order to shoot a deer, you have to have a tag
have to
to
have-
put on the deer, and they only give out so many tags, right?
You have a license in which it tells you how many deer and what type of deer you can kill. So very rarely are you allowed to kill female deers.
Watch me.
Oh, they put the cover back on the limo,
Oh, they did.
Jordan's investigating.
Oh, okay.
so it's not a
I remember- I
convertible
thought
when
I
you
was the researcher.
when you go to see this. It has the top back
Okay.
on it, and it says it retired from the White House in 1974. So did they reuse this
Oh
limo?
my god, did they fucking reuse that?
Nixon was like, I want that one.
They fucking reused it.
Lyndon B.
I don't
Johnson was
know.
like, hey, it worked for him.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's rough.
You know, I mean, I guess, but like, I would never. I would just would
I
never
don't think
reuse
they
it.
did. Did they use?
Did they
Did they
reuse
keep
the
using it?
limo?
Yeah, did they reuse the limo? Kennedy's limo.
What's the designation for the president's car?
What's
do
the
you mean?
what?
Because there's like Air Force One isn't just that plane; it's whatever plane the president is on, and Marine One is the helicopter.
So in the Henry,
What's the?
so they're called X whatevers.
No,
So
that's like a name.
no, I don't know what the car, but the limo that JFK drove was called X100
Yeah, I know. Just
by the
said that.
Secret Service. So and then every single president had a different limo, like
what's the
because in the
name?
Henry Ford Center is like they had Eisenhower's limo and stuff like that.
It's called something stupid, like the train or something.
Guys, they reused the car.
Oh my gosh,
god,
that is awesome.
What's the president's limo called?
It was a better car according to Secret Service than this other one they had, I guess.
Did you? Yeah, you don't want to take the shitty one. You want
But
to take the
they-
one that JFK got his fucking face shot off and.
They must have swapped the seats.
There's
out or
there's
something.
always different car names. They can call it the Beast, Cadillac
Yep.
One, First Car, Stagecoach. They all have different names. Based on it's the Secret Service that names them.
It's stupid. I would name it something dumb, like Harry Potter. Just confuse the fuck out of some terrorists.
4 more presidents used it afterwards.
Oh my god!
That's awesome. Do you think any of them shit their pants in it? Other than JFK,
They
probably.
must have taken the seats out. Like
No,
in
just throw some covers
stuff.
on there.
Can you imagine?
So,
There's just those cheap
You
like
get in there, there's a funky smell.
oh. So I was gonna end the podcast with words of affirmation.
Well, you got another little while because we're still
but
going.
we're above time.
yeah, we gotta end this.
No, we'll end in 15 minutes.
But no,
No, fuck
Yeah.
but it like I opened to the Rampage and it's about working and it says I enjoy my job and look forward to my career. I do not. So let's just find another one for a second. Ooh, here we go.
No, Jordan's playing something. Hold on.
Oh, Jordan, what are you playing?
Just playing an ad.
Said every car tells a story, and this one recalls the day, the moment America lost a president.
What did this podcast turn into?
I don't know. Continue.
All
That
right,
was what I
let's do
think.
it.
All right,
True
words
crime.
of affirmation from the JJTI
Jordan's
podcast.
doing true crime investigation.
We're
After
all
the
over
car
the place right now.
investigation. So,
Can you believe we don't have topics beforehand?
so our words of affirmation that we'll
Hold on,
live
let me
at for a
let
week.
me cross JFK's brains all over the seat
Okay.
off the list.
I'm a confident and capable lover. I am a powerful sexual being, and I will have sex only when I want to. Everyone, you keep saying that to yourself for a whole entire week. Just play this back. You're a
I thought
strong,
you were gonna
capable
say
lover.
that you were a sexual beast.
I think we
Sexual
should
beast.
end it with one of those every.
That's right.
That should become a coffee
this is
table
now,
book.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
now.
Well, no, you're taking
the
it with
book.
you because Ashley is leaving.
What if she forgets to bring it back?
She's not coming back.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
I'm leaving
I
For
told you.
good?
for good.
Oh,
We have to find somebody else for the podcast.
Yeah, apparently the stuff that I bought, James is just keeping.
No, you can have it. I have more stuff.
You can pay me for it.
No, you can just keep the microphone that's useless to you if you want to play that game
So rude. I gave you words of affirmation. I said
I bought.
you can call yourself a capable lover. I'm not calling you a capable lover, but you can call yourself a capable lover, and you can only have sex when you want to. Okay.
I don't have sex when I want to ever.
okay.
Okay. This has been a podcast.
It's been something. Jordan's packing up before I'm moving to
Wait, are you actually leaving?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Like moving there? Washington State. So,
sassy.
Oh, what do you want from me? Stop recording.
It's entertaining. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
No, call the cops, don't recognize me.